Welcome makers, graduation season is here and I know not everyone has access to a flower wholesaler. So today I'm starting a new series where I only use flowers you can find at everyday grocery stores. For this series, I will pull a grocery store name and the challenge or type of lei. Let's see what we pull for our first episode and what we can create from everyday grocery store flowers. Okay, so I got a white one. So my grocery store is Harmons. This is a local grocery store in Utah. I would compare it to Fred Meyer, or I know like where my brothers live, they have a really nice Albertsons. They have a pretty good flower selection. So Harmons. And then the challenge is going to be, I need a green one. Leis. So we got Harmons and Leis. So let's go to Harmons. Harmons usually has a good flower selection of mixed bouquets as well as growers' bunches, which is what I generally go for. The hardest thing to find at a grocery store for a leis is greenery. Sometimes they have fern, which is easy to use, but it looks like today my best option is eucalyptus. With limited greenery, I know I'll need enough fillers and flowers to make my leis full. In general, I prefer not to use large flowers in a leis. It is more difficult to blend in without gaps, so I wouldn't recommend it if you're a beginner. Unless I'm using tropical flowers, I love a leis that is full of texture with smaller flowers, fillers, and greenery. A mixed bunch can definitely be used, but today I'm going to stick with growers' bunches. After going back and forth quite a bit, my final selections are one bunch of eucalyptus, one bunch of filler flowers. I'm using statice and aster, one bunch of daisies, and one bunch of alstroemeria, commonly called Peruvian lily. My total was $26. I was making this for a 9-year-old. If I were making an adult version using grocery store growers' bunches, I would recommend 5 to 6 bunches. Here's my flower recipe that includes some suggestions that you can typically find at the grocery store. I did hydrate my flowers overnight. When using alstroemeria, you want the blooms to be nice and open. I'm going to prep my flowers by cutting each one off the stem, leaving about 2 to 3 inches long enough to be wrapped into the leis. While I'm prepping my flowers, I'm also soaking my raffia in water for 10 to 20 minutes. This makes it easier to work with, adds some hydration to the flowers, and as it dries, it will shrink and hold everything tightly in place. To start my leis, I'm going to braid my raffia about 5 inches long. This will be used to tie the leis on. The method we're using is leis vili. Vili style, we wind or wrap the flowers in. We need to create the base of the leis that will wrap the raffia and flowers around. You can braid your raffia all the way down and wrap around that, or it's common to use the center rib of a tea leaf. I like to use this plastic as my base, so I'm going to tie a knot around it and wrap my raffia around the top before I start. I get this plastic from flower shipment packaging, so I save it to reuse for my leis. I have a few strands of raffia on the right side that I'm using to wrap. With the leis, you can follow a pattern if you'd like, but I usually just eyeball it and add what I think it needs. I'm placing my flowers onto the base one at a time and wrapping my raffia tightly around each one. To get good coverage, you'll see I alternate placing flowers on each side and down the center. Again, I don't follow a strict pattern, I just fill in where needed. The tightness of your wrapping takes some practice. You want everything snug and secure, but if you wrap too tightly, the flower head can break off. Alstroemeria, which is the main flower I used, has a fragile stem, so while I wrap it tightly, I'm also gentle. For the eucalyptus, I position it where I want and wrap over the end of the leaf. A few tips. I always keep metal clothespins nearby so I can clamp my lei if I need to take a break. When you need to add more raffia, you can wrap a new piece around once or twice and then keep going. The key to avoiding gaps, especially when the leipo'o is bent to be worn, is placing each new flower or leaf right up against the previous one while also alternating direction, left, right, and center. To finish the leipo'o, I wrap the end a few times with raffia, tie it in a knot, and then braid the end just like we did in the beginning. If you don't have enough raffia to braid, you can tie on or feed in extra pieces. Here is my finished leipo'o from Harmons grocery store. Thanks for watching.